Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Classics with Courtney. And today I'll be taking a look at the Nancy Drew film 3 Troubleshooter. Our story opens with a murder case. Carson takes Nancy and Effie with him to Sylvan Lake, where Carson's friend, Matt Brandon, is held for murder.
Dad! What in the world?
Get your things together, honey. We're going on a vacation.
A vacation?
That's right, Nancy.
Effie, are you sure we're going on just a vacation?
Why, certainly, Miss Nancy.
Well, then, we won't be needing this.
Oh, but I think your father wants to take it.
Of course he doesn't if we're going on a vacation. Lock it up somewhere.
Oh, Miss Nancy, I couldn't do that.
Then I'll do it. I'll hide it where he can't find it.
Oh, but I think your father wants to work just a little.
Oh, that's silly. Uncle Matt wouldn't give him time.
Oh, but it was Mr. Brandon.
Uncle Matt's in trouble.
Yes. No, he isn't.
Effie, you're fibbing.
No, honest, Miss Nancy.
If Dad's taking his briefcase, that shows it's business. Effie, get my bags. Well, don't stand there, Dad. If Uncle Matt's in a jam, I've got to save him.
You've got to save him.
Certainly. Oh, of course I may need your help. Come on, Effie.
They all go to their cabin where they meet a lovely neighbor, Edna Gregory, who Carson becomes quite infatuated with.
Oh, I wouldn't bother. You see, we're not going to stay.
Why, Nancy, what made you say that?
Well, Dad, you
Oh,
said...
Miss Gregory, this is my little girl, Nancy.
How do you do, Nancy?
How do you do?
The house can be put in order right away, Mr. Drew.
Oh, well, we don't think that it's quite suited to our needs.
Nonsense. I think it's a lovely little cottage. I was just remarking before you came in how rustic and homelike the place is, and how picturesque. I think we're going to be very happy here.
But, Dad, the house is so far from the lake.
No, it's not far at all. Children always like to be where they can play in the water.
Children? Play in the water? Dad?
Carson and Nancy go to the jail and get Matt out of prison, and Nancy goes to find Ted.
Well, Sheriff, I suppose you found the body of Henry Clark, haven't you?
No.
No? Then you have no right to hold him. You can't even make an accusation until you prove corpus delicti. You know what corpus delicti is, don't you?
Sure. Sure I do. It's,
My gracious, every sheriff should know that.
Well, you're so fresh. What is it?
Oh, corpus delicti is the body of the crime. Proof that the crime's been committed. Isn't it, Dad?
That's right, Nancy.
Hi, Ted.
I might have known it. What are you doing up here?
Dad and I came up to get Mr. Brandon out of jail. We did it, too.
I heard about him. How long are you gonna stay?
Until we're sure there won't be any more trouble. What are you building?
A boat.
What for?
What for? What do you usually do with a boat? Put it in the parlor?
Carson suggests inviting Edna, which displeases Nancy, and she offers to make the dinner, which unfortunately does not work out.
I can cook as well as she can. I'll fix the dinner, and it'll be a banquet like you've never seen before. I didn't study domestic science for nothing. Oh.
What are you doing with the potatoes on the floor?
I put them there. We always cook our potatoes on the floor.
Oh. Oh. Where's Effie?
She's in bed with poison ivy.
Oh, my gosh.
I have to cook the dinner. Only everything's gone wrong. The stove gets too hot and things burn, and then it gets too cold and things won't cook at all, and oh.
Good evening, Nancy.
Oh, Miss Gregory.
This cake was meant to be a surprise. I didn't expect to find any of the family in the kitchen.
Effie has poison ivy.
So you're the cook. I didn't know young girls could cook these days.
I'm Ted Nickerson, Miss Gregory.
I'm glad to know you, Ted.
Same here.
Well, I have to finish the dinner.
Tell you what let's do. Let's cook it together.
I'm really getting along fine.
Certainly you are, but it's a lot of work for one person, cooking for so many people.
Edna and Carson finish the dinner, and Nancy takes a walk with Ted and comes across a rare flower. They ask Apollo to dig it up, where he finds Henry's body, and the police arrest Matt.
Matt Brandon here?
You murderer! I knew all along you killed Henry.
Hold it, friend. You can't get what's coming to him. Keep back, friend. I'll handle this. You're under arrest, Matt, for the murder of Henry Clark. We just found his body buried over on that South 40 of yours.
You're crazy.
Am I? How about it, Milt?
It was Henry, all right.
Apollo here found him. Mr. Brandon, I didn't mean to get you into no trouble. I was digging up a flower for Miss Drew, and there he was.
Shot to death.
And you did it, Matt Brandon.
That still has to be proved.
Oh, you're being silly, all of you. Sheriff Briggs' Uncle Matt wouldn't hurt a fly.
Nancy.
We've got your corpus delicti now, Mr. Drew.
And right on his own land.
Here. Where do you think you're going?
I don't know, but something has to be done right away.
Well, we can't do anything tonight. It's too late.
Dad, it's all my fault. Uncle Matt would never have been arrested again if I hadn't found that plant.
Now, Nancy, you mustn't blame yourself for that. Besides, clearing Uncle Matt is my job. Murder case is nothing for a little girl to get mixed up in. And I want you to promise that you'll keep out of it.
The following day, Nancy gets an idea of who could have gotten the flower and goes sleuthing along with Ted.
What plant?
That flower I sent Apollo to get. It just didn't grow without a seed. And being so rare, it couldn't have gotten there without being planted.
Now look, will you cut the bubblegum talk and give?
Well, it's very simple. That arbensis wasn't more than 4 weeks old. And Mr. Clark was killed about a month ago. So that flower had to have been planted about the same time.
Yeah.
The only person who could have possibly carried that seed there was the murderer.
Look for an arbensis.
What if we find one?
Mr. Griffith will have a lot of explaining to do.
What are you kids doing here?
Oh, nothing. We were just looking at your flowers.
Darling Ted.
Why do you want to see the flowers?
Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Griffith. We were looking for a thornless scrapwood about the size of a flume-gay growing in a gilded scratch pot that had been root-proof. You had any?
Well, if there's any particular plant you're interested in, I'll tell you if I have it.
Oh, now let's see. Do you have any arbensis plants?
No, I haven't. Why?
Well, the truth is, Mr. Griffith, I have an aunt who used to live in the South Seas, and she gets so homesick for tropical flowers, and she's just crazy to find an arbensis.
I don't raise arbensis. I don't know anything about them.
Oh, but I
haven't time to talk about it. Now, you kids get out of here.
Well, if you find anybody with the snozzle pop or the flugel sloop or the Wilden phlegm, why, well, tell me, will you, please?
Goodbye.
Bye-bye, Mr. Griffith. Thanks a lot. Charming. Come on, kid.
This. Look in that catalog and see if there's an arbensis listed.
That.
Here it is.
Where is your boss?
Well, he's out of town today, but he'll be back the first thing in the morning.
You understand it's important that we find out about those seeds.
Oh, I know, but there's nothing I can do about it. If you'll drop back tomorrow, I imagine Mr. Timmons will help you out.
I see.
Dad, can't you make him open it?
I can't make him open it, Nancy, without a court order. I think it'll be quicker to wait for Mr. Timmons. But we'll be sitting on the doorstep of this nursery at dawn.
While at the party, Nancy is upset that her father is with Edna. Then they get word that a fire is at the building where the seeds and records are at.
Really, Carson, it would be marvelous. But there are certain things to be considered.
For instance?
Nancy.
Yes.
She doesn't like me.
Nonsense. I'm going to have a talk with her right away. Excuse me.
I wouldn't.
You don't know the old Drew spirit.
It's just like the spider and the fly. And Dad's caught in her web.
Well, if it was my father, I'd want him to marry her.
Marry her? Ted, how can you suggest such a thing? If he marries her, I won't stay in the same house. I'll run away. That's what I'll do. The nursery! Those records, they'll burn. Come on!
Here, all of you, Steve. You can't get in. Oh, no, you don't, Drew.
That boy!
You can't do anything.
You can't let that boy
Get
go
back
in.
there. Nice work, Marley.
Marley, you're our hero.
All right, Ted.
Ted, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. I almost had that box out of there. Then Mr. Marley came in.
Well, sorry, kid. Had to do it.
Well, it's a lucky thing you did.
Ted gets the idea that his supposed rescue was not really a rescue at all, and both he and Nancy find Apollo. In the morning, Nancy and Ted go to Clint's barn to find the bullet and gun.
Apollo, the other day you were telling about some ghosts you once saw. Remember? You said one of them disappeared.
He certainly did. That was a short ghost. He vanished. Just vanished in the ground.
Gosh, what happened then?
Then I vanished.
Well, where did all this happen?
Up by Mr. Griffin's place. In fact, right in the doorway of Mr. Griffin's barn.
Apollo, get dressed.
Yes.
You're not going up there tonight.
We certainly are.
Well, I was taking a shortcut home through the field, and I looked over there, and there was a tall ghost, and he was floating towards the barn. And then there was an explosion. Then there was another explosion, and the short ghost disappeared.
Apollo, could those explosions have been gunshots?
I don't know. Maybe.
What you saw was the murder of Mr. Clark.
Uh-oh.
He didn't explode and disappear. He was shot and fell to the ground. But there's something I do expect to find. That bullet.
What bullet?
Well, Apollo said that there were 2 shots fired. So the first one must have missed. If he was telling the truth about that ghost standing there in the doorway, the bullet should be about here. Ted, this proves it. Mr. Clark was shot here and then carried over to Uncle Matt's place and buried. So it looked like he did it if the body was found.
And catches Nancy and Ted and are locked in the barn. Nancy gets an idea to wag her bandana on a stick for help and gets an unlikely alliance. Unfortunately, they are caught again and taken in an airplane to be bumped off.
Get in there!
Sakes, what?
Just fly it, can't you?
All I know is what I read in a book.
Doing it again!
I can't be. I haven't moved a thing.
It moves nothing!
Mr. Drew, it's a good thing you're here. I'm sorry, but we brought bad news. Your daughter and that boyfriend of hers stole my plane. They crashed in the woods.
Nancy and Ted wouldn't steal your plane.
But I saw them.
What have you done with them?
I haven't done anything with them. They crashed, I said.
They went into a dive. From the way they were going, they didn't have a chance.
I wish I was in it. Hold it, Clint.
Sheriff, I insist that you hold these men until we find out what this is all about.
What do you think I'm doing? Lock them up, boys.
Now look here, Barney.
Ted lands the plane as safely as he can. Both are found safe. And we end happily, or almost happily, with Ted finishing his boat.
Are you all right, kid?
Fine, Mr. Riggs. Just fine.
Ted, she isn't...
Daddy! Daddy! Daddy!
Nancy! Nancy! Oh, Nancy, dear.
Nancy, are you all right?
Oh, Miss Gregory.
Oh, Nancy, darling. Oh, Miss Gregory.
Nancy, what's the meaning of all this? Scaring the wits out of me, flying around the country in strange airplanes.
Airplanes.
Ted, give me a hand, will you?
Sure, Mr. Drew.
What'll I christen it? Oh, Ted, how sweet.
Aw, Buster on the nose.
I christened thee Nancy.
Come on, Nancy! Make way for a sailor! Don't go too far away!
might have known I'd get into grief naming it after you.
Oh!
And that was Nancy Drew Troubleshooter. And in my opinion, this is one of the better movies in the tetralogy. The mystery is great. The comedy is still there, but not as prevalent as the last two.
I just feel as if you ought to kick me. Mr. Drew.
Which I still found more enjoyable. And I love the character of Edna. Honestly, I'm glad they didn't do the cliche that Carson and Nancy come across a beautiful woman. Carson becomes infatuated with her. And then we find out, oh, she was part of the bad guy's scheme. Like, I'm so glad they didn't go with that cliche. I'm glad that she was a decent woman, that Carson liked her, and she was kind to Nancy, even though Nancy had her reservations. Now, despite my enjoying the movie as a whole, I will consent that the one thing that people might not like about this movie is the racial stereotype. And yes, it isn't that great. It's not funny. And I mean, I like the actor. I've seen him in several other roles, but he is basically a racial stereotype, which is a bit offensive. But other than that, I really liked the story, and I really do like the actor who played Apollo. Actually, I liked Apollo to begin with. I just wish they would have not used him as a stereotype, but that's the 1930s for you. But as a whole, I really do love this movie. It was great fun. I liked the characters. I liked the mystery. I just had a blast watching it. And that concludes my review of Nancy Drew Troubleshooter. Let me know in the comments below if you've seen this movie or if you have any requests. I welcome either one. Stay tuned when I tackle the last Nancy Drew tetralogy, which would be Nancy Drew and the Hidden Staircase. Until then, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye! Have a great and wonderful day.